Juggerbot 3.0 and Ultraviolence are about to put it all on the line, but before they do, let's take a look back on how they got here. Juggerbot's driver, Mike Morrow, has been in this position before. A competitor in Robotica Season 1, he made it all the way to the championship fight to the finish before getting knocked out. He's determined not to fall short again. Juggerbot 3.0 is a redesign of his earlier effort with several important changes. The direct drive shafts were turned at a right angle in order to free up room for their pneumatic titanium flipper weapon.
This is actually our first robot to incorporate an active weapon.
Earlier this season, Mike and his team raced through the gauntlet, stopping only to detread Denominator. And in the Labyrinth, they completed the first ever clean sweep, taking all 6 obstacles and the bonus pain from their hapless opponent. And in the fight to the finish, Juggerbot 3.0 continued his record-setting run as he ousted the clock in a mere 6 seconds. Once again, Mike Morrow stands poised to claim his place in Robotica history. The only thing standing between him and the fight to the finish is this man, Jeff Cesny. Jeff is also a Robotica veteran. In Season 1, his bot Critical Mass made it to the finals only to be knocked out by Run-em-Up. Jeff took what he learned from his experience and created the deadly Ultraviolence. He built this bad bot almost entirely from titanium, and the vicious Blade of Death is milled from a solid piece of steel. The prelims saw Ultraviolence do a little body work on Fury in the gauntlet, but sparks flew in the Labyrinth as Jeff turned on his Blade of Death and destroyed everything in his path, including a few rats who found themselves in the wrong place at the wrong time. In the fight to the finish, poor Tiger Wood didn't know it hit him as Ultraviolence turned the wooden bot into kindling before he coolly dispatched him with deadly precision. Both of these guys have been in this very position before, and both know the bitter taste of defeat. Nothing but victory will satisfy, but only one can move on to the fight to the finish. Ultraviolence and Juggerbot 3.0 are true robots of mass destruction. Their backs are against the wall. The gloves are off, and they're about to come out swinging. And here they are. Rolling in on the left is Jeff Cesnick's Ultraviolence, and on the right, Mike Morrow's Juggerbot 3.0. For the last time, it's the Labyrinth. Beat the challenge, break the glass, post the points. If you can do all that and dodge the rats, then you're moving on to the fight to the finish, baby.
Our 2 bots are in position. Let's send the Labyrinth out in style.
Robotica.
Robots ready.
The Labyrinth is underway, and we got a clash in the turntable. Ultraviolence and Juggerbot head-to-head, tires squealing.
Juggerbot has a trick up his sleeve that he hopes to exploit right here. You saw that red tape on both of his bumpers. It's only a yellow cargo net in place that he hopes will jam up Ultraviolence' blade when it hits.
And now Ultraviolence fires up that blade. Oh, you can hear the wind it generates as it reaches full speed. Juggerbot's tires are still spinning. This standoff is going to come to a brutal end one way or another. Holy crap! And the blade is got to stop. You can see that cargo netting caught up in there. It looks like Juggerbot's plan worked.
It was a low-tech response to a high-tech weapon, and it turns this labyrinth into a game of points.
Rats round down as Ultraviolence heads over the ramp, and quickly across, 20 points are his. Juggerbot across the rear speed bumps, heading toward the bridge, and he's across for 20. It's even at 2 obstacles. Mike's teammate Tom, very intent on his robot. He's turning toward the spikes. Ultraviolence coming back out from the ramp. Oh, too slow, and he gets toppled right down. Lands on that upright glass breaker. He's in trouble there.
Yeah, but even if he lowers that glass breaker, his wheels don't touch the ground upside down. Jeff and Billy's best chance is if they can flop themselves back onto the edge of the ramp, maybe get flipped again.
Juggerbot heads across the spikes and gets the 15 points. He's got the lead and the power right now as his opponent sits helpless. Ray Rat tries to interfere. Juggerbot takes him on, nose to nose. And Juggerbot gets the advantage, pushes through the saloon doors. It looks like he's headed for the rollers now.
Well, Ahmed, we know he can handle this obstacle as well as every other one in this event, which he swept last time. Tom is a very controlled driver who doesn't make mistakes. Ultraviolence has to get moving quickly.
25 more points for Juggerbot, extending his lead. 2 obstacles left. And now Red Rat comes after Ultraviolence, pushing him even farther away from the ramp. This is not what Jeff wants to see. Those tires are spinning like mad. Juggerbot comes back out from the rollers, easily through the wrecking ball, bounces off Ray Rat there, and turns toward the jump. Good speed, he's across, and he hits the bars.
He jammed it at an angle there, Ahmed. I don't think the gap is wide enough for for him to get through.
Juggerbot's gonna try. Now he's gonna hit it again, trying to widen that opening. The box gives a little. Juggerbot taking his time here with a solid lead and no pressure. He's got it lined up. He's through at 15 points. The sand is all that's left. Oh, and Ultraviolence is moving. He's coming back across the ramp, tied on the railing, and into the sand.
He missed an opportunity there, Amit. Stay on the ramp and maybe get flipped right side up.
Juggerbot heading in the direction now. I don't see how he's going to get to the sand with Ultraviolence there. And it looks like he's not going to try. The Juggerbot team is lining up the exit gate as time runs down. There's a clear view. And there's the siren. Juggerbot backs up, hits the gate, and then goes the bonus paint. Mike and Tom have reached the championship fight to the finish. Oh, and a short celebration with a big fight still to come.
Amit, Juggerbot's last-second modification worked so well against Ultraviolence, it must have rattled Jeff and Billy enough that they made their fatal driving error at the ramp. Juggerbot, meanwhile, ran this course by the numbers and secured himself a big win.
There you have it. Robotica Labyrinth, Juggerbot 3.0 with 105 over Ultraviolence with 20. And we've got ourselves a match for the fight to the finish. It's Panzer Mark III versus Juggerbot 3.0 for all the marbles. Daniel's down with the winner right now.
Hey, here we have Mike Morrow and Juggerbot 3.0. Great round of competition. Now tell me, Ultraviolence' weapon, the blade of death. Tell me what you did to just
Well, that's a pretty formidable blade. We've seen what it can do to steel, and our robot's made out of aluminum, so we were pretty worried. So we pulled a little trick out of the box. You want to show them, Ron?
Yeah.
Before this round, we went out to the surplus store, and this is what we found, and this is what we taped on.
Well, that's like $3 for the cargo netting, and it stopped Ultraviolence in his tracks. All right, so did you see when Ultraviolence flipped over? Did you know that that had happened? Or?
Yeah, I was watching what was going on with them, and I was communicating that to Tom. And at that point, that's when we knew, okay, it's going to take them a while to get reoriented. So we took it a little easy, took some of the higher scoring obstacles in the event they were able to self-ride.
All right, well, Juggerbot 3.0 and Panzer Mark III are going to the fight to the finish. Cannot wait to see that. Great job.
When we come back, it's fight to the finish time. One bot goes into the history books, the other into the fire. Robotica dishes it out in a moment.